Hello astrology lovers, welcome to my YouTube channel Astro Mitul. So today I am back with my new video on good and bad planets of Leo Ascendant. So before I start my video, I would like to thank you all for liking and sharing, also subscribing my channel, also liking my content, because it involves a lot of research to make such contents, and it is really very uh, what I can say. I have no words to express, but my only I only try to bring the exclusive content, and based on my research and on my own interpretations, so that you can understand the basic concepts of astrology in a simple language. So without wasting much time, let's start the video. So like now sun is having here the ascendant. Sun is the lord of the ascendant here. So sun is the most auspicious planet of the Leo ascendant chart. There is a popular saying that whenever Leo ascendant or a Leo person enters the room, then all the persons in the room will get an impression that okay, a Leo entered the. So like Leo are having so much of temperament, and they are having so much of glow and so much of leadership in their speech, that a person can easily understand that this person has an attitude of sun. So this is the chart. So like now let's come to Mercury. So Mercury is having the lordship of the second house. The second house is goes to your family income house, your wealth house, wealth of your family, and also the is having lordship of the 11th house. So 11th and 12th house, sorry, second house, both houses are the income houses, but this house especially goes to the societal things, so ambitions, your media. Like this house is the is not so auspicious as this is also a neutral. So Mercury 11th house, generally it is like it is a societal house. Now this house belongs to a society, so like it is not so auspicious. But second house is the neutral house, so Mercury will cover the income aspect of the native's family, we can say. With the help of Mercury, the native will be able to fulfill his desires. So Mercury means that maybe the native will be very intellectual, or it will help to the native to fulfill the desires. So like as we all know that in the basic concepts of astrology, but my previous video I have made video on the friends and enemies of the planet. So Mercury is also the friend of the sun, so also Mercury will yield good results to the native. Now let's talk about Venus. So Venus is having the lordship of the 10th house. 10th house is the quadrant house, and also Venus is having lordship of third house. So first house will be 10th house, and second house will be apocalypse house. We like these houses 3, 6, 11 are also called Trishdai houses. Trishdai also in Hindi we call the Trishdai houses. So this house especially belongs to the courage. So Venus is being delegated the power of courage here, and the Karak Grah of this house is Mars. Also the second, this is the second house. The first house, this house, the 10th house goes to profession. So maybe the native is having a profession of a creativity, or having a maybe the native is having a creative profession, and also like maybe the native will not effort too much, because Venus is the house of luxury. So we can say that it will provide good results. Another thing is that Venus is also the quadrant lord, and also the owner of a house which is not the quadrant. So it will give mixed results. Like on the one hand, Venus is having lordship of the professional house, and on the other hand, Venus will give the courage. But as we know that Venus is the house of luxury, so there will be a sense of letharginess in the native. So we can say that Venus will give the neutral results here, and it will lose the good effects of the 10th house. Now let's talk about Mars. So as we see here, Mars is having lordship of the 4th house and is also having lordship of 9th house. So Mars is generally a very yoga karak planet. Also Mars is in it's a Mool Trikon sign. So like if you see that trine, that 9th house, any planet which is sitting in 9th house will always yield very auspicious results. And also Mars is having lordship of the quadrant house. So the Mars will help the native. Mars will help the native to bring his own ideology based on faith belief, and Mars will also help the native in terms of 4th house. So it means like it is being helpful in possession of land property, or maybe the native is having a very substantial amount of property. So like this is the whenever a Leo chart the chart of a Leo ascendant comes and Mars is in this position, you can say that Mars is the yoga karak planet of the in the Leo's ascendant chart. Now let's talk about Jupiter. Now Jupiter is having lordship of the 5th house. 5th house is also the trine house. 1st, 5th and 9th house are the trine houses, and also the lordship of 8th house. So 8th house is the house of mysteries, but because the Jupiter is having lordship of a trine house, so we can say that yes, Jupiter will yield same results, not same, some less results in as compared to Mars, because Mars is in very good position, because both houses of Mars are very auspicious. But Jupiter, one zodiac sign of Jupiter, Sagittarius, it is lying in the 8th house, so it is not so auspicious. But yes, because Jupiter is having lordship of the trine house, so it will yield good results in terms of education to the native. So like we have discussed here Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Mercury and Sun. Now I have written here that Sun and Mars also, if you tally overall, because Sun is the lord of the ascendant, if the lord of the ascendant is in the same house, then Sun is very auspicious. We also check the placement of the planets, because I have written here, because each planet is sitting in its own house, so it is very easy to predict, yes, that this planet will yield this much of results. But we in general we see the zodiac signs, but the sitting planets are different. Maybe Sun will come here or any other house. So in practical, these planets have different sitting signs in the charts. Now let's let's talk about Saturn. So Saturn is having lordship of the 6th house and also of the 7th house. So see, this is a very inauspicious combination, because if Saturn comes in 7th house, now 6th house, 8th house and 12th house, we all know that these are the Trish Daib house, it not so good houses in the astrology. I mean, if we talk about inauspicious results, then initially we see these houses only. Now if the 6th house lord comes in 7th house, then it is very inauspicious in terms of health of the native, also in terms of partnership, and also it will give some many challenges. So Saturn is not having a very good combination in this chart. Saturn is having very inauspicious combination. If Saturn governs the 6th house, or if it governs the 7th house as well, then maybe the native is not having very good relationship with the partners. However, Saturn is also being considered as a planet of longevity, but due to the ownership of the 6th house, the Saturn will not provide good results. So like Saturn, I can say that Saturn is the most inauspicious planet. And also if we talk about Sun is also having enmity with Saturn. So Sun and Saturn both are enemies, so Sun will not delegate too much of power to Saturn. So this is also a cause that we can say that Saturn will not yield good results. Now let's talk about Moon. So if you see that seventh is Saturn is having 7th aspect to Moon. Now Moon is having malefic aspect of Saturn, so we cannot say that Moon will provide good results. But still, if Saturn is being not posited here or to any other house, and if the Saturn is not aspecting Moon, then in that scenario we can say that Moon will give good results in terms of 12th house. Now 12th house is the house of expenses, 12th house is the house of hospitalization, also to foreign travel. So if Moon is not being aspected from any malefic planet, then maybe the Moon will be helpful to the native in terms of foreign travel. And also the native had a very clear mind, and the native will work accordingly to accomplish the dreams of foreign travel. So we can predict like that. But still, like here, if the Saturn is having malefic aspect, or if the Moon is being aspected by either Rahu or Ketu, then in that scenario we can say that Moon is being aspected by a malefic, so it will not give good results. So guys, I think you liked my video, and do like, share, subscribe my channel, and I'll be meeting you soon on my next video on a different topic. So till then, goodbye, take care, and Jai Shri Krishna.